The year is 2142. The world is a different place. Resources are scarce. Climate change has ravaged the earth. Out of the ashes of global chaos rose Overtake the Crisis, a new world government. Its mission was simple: to unite humanity and rebuild civilization. But this utopian vision soon faced a harsh reality. The weight of the world rested on the shoulders of the newly elected president. His decisions would determine the fate of millions. Would he rise to the challenge, or would he crumble under the pressure? The future hung in the balance. Cojuanco Malvar, a charismatic leader from the Southeast Asian Federation, rose to power. He promised prosperity and a return to normalcy. Hope filled the hearts of the people. They believed in his promises. They trusted him.
I will lead us into a new era of prosperity. Together, we shall overcome.
But Malvar's true nature soon became apparent. He was not a man of action. He preferred luxury and comfort. He surrounded himself with sycophants who told him what he wanted to hear. The needs of the people were ignored. Their pleas for help fell on deaf ears. Malvar's indifference had dire consequences. A series of natural disasters struck the planet. Earthquakes, tsunamis, and volcanic eruptions became commonplace. The Overtake the Crisis infrastructure, already strained, began to crumble. Malvar, however, remained oblivious. He was too busy enjoying his lavish lifestyle. He refused to acknowledge the suffering of his people. His inaction was a betrayal of the trust they had placed in him. The people, pushed to the brink, could no longer stay silent. They took to the streets, demanding Malvar's resignation. Protests erupted across the globe. What began as peaceful demonstrations quickly escalated into riots. The world watched in horror as the once united front of Overtake the Crisis crumbled from within. Malvar's legacy was one of destruction and despair. His name became synonymous with failure. His inaction had cost countless lives. S2. Malvar must go. We can't take this anymore. Our lives are at stake. Section 5. A leader dethroned. The fall of Malvar. The global outcry was deafening. The world demanded justice. The governing council of Overtake the Crisis could no longer ignore the people's pleas. They initiated impeachment proceedings against Malvar.
Malvar, stripped of his power and prestige, was forced to face the consequences of his actions. His legacy was tarnished forever. He became a cautionary tale, a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of apathy and pride.
Section 6. A glimmer of hope. President Sithar takes charge. In the wake of Malvar's downfall, a new leader emerged. Deja Vu Sithar, a young, determined woman from the African Union. Sithar was the antithesis of Malvar. She was known for her tireless work ethic, her compassion, and her unwavering commitment to the people.
I vow to rebuild what Malvar has destroyed. I promise to lead with empathy and decisiveness.
Her words sparked a flicker of hope in the hearts of the people. Could she succeed where Malvar had failed? Section 7. Rebuilding a nation, the long road to recovery.
I faced a daunting task. The world was in ruins. The people were disillusioned and desperate. But I refused to be daunted. I knew that the road to recovery would be long and arduous.
She immediately established a cabinet of qualified individuals, experts in their fields. She listened to the people, understanding their needs and concerns. She knew that rebuilding trust would be paramount. Section 8. The power of action. Sithar's unwavering commitment.
My days were long and grueling. I traveled tirelessly, visiting disaster-stricken areas, offering words of comfort and support. I oversaw the implementation of new policies designed to address the crisis. I worked tirelessly, driven by my unwavering commitment to the people.
Under Sithar's leadership, progress was slow but steady. The Overtake. The crisis infrastructure was slowly rebuilt. New technologies were developed to combat climate change. The people, inspired by Sithar's dedication, began to believe in a brighter future. Section 9. A new dawn. The seeds of hope take root. Years passed. Under Sithar's leadership, the world began to heal. The scars of Malvar's reign remained, but they were slowly fading. The people, once disillusioned and hopeless, now looked to the future with cautious optimism. Sithar's presidency marked a turning point in human history. She proved that even in the darkest of times, hope can triumph over despair. She showed the world that true leadership is not about power, but about service. Section 10 Lessons Learned: Patriotism, Humility, and the True Measure of Leadership. The story of Cojuanco Malvar and Deja Vu Sithar is a tale of two leaders, a stark contrast between apathy and action, between selfishness and service. Malvar's reign serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder of the devastating consequences of pride and negligence. Sithar's leadership, on the other hand, embodied the true spirit of patriotism. She understood that true leadership requires humility, empathy, and an unwavering commitment to the well-being of the people. Her legacy would inspire generations to come. The fall of Malvar and the rise of Sithar teach us that even in the face of adversity, hope can prevail. It is a reminder that the power of collective action, driven by compassion and a shared vision, can overcome even the most daunting challenges.